That's Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. You know that whole song?
Yeah, but dude, you should hear my brother Steve. He's like 5 years older. He's toured the world. Played Hee Haw twice. I played Grand Ole Opry 2 times, but he's played like 10.
Awesome.
Now he's retired. He went to college. Now he's a luthier. He builds custom guitars. That's why mine sound so good. I call him when he's got 25 guitars stacked up. He's like, "You cocksucker, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I'm getting a buzz on my D-string. Bring that fucker over, goddammit. Bring it over now, right now." I said, "I'm in my pajamas. Bring it now." And he's got people waiting. He's like, "I'm all the time taking care of your shit." All right, dude, I'm your little brother. You should care for me. He's like, "Yeah." There, the buzz is gone. Get the fuck out of here. But no, he builds beautiful acoustic and nylon string guitars. Not a speck on them wrong. And the binding, nothing.
I might have him build me one.
Huh?
I might have him build me one.
It'll be about $7,800.
That's fine. I have some money put away.
You do, and you got that.
When I get some money saved, put away, yeah, I can have him build me one.
Yep.
Are they Gibsons?
No, they're by my brothers, Stephen E. Daniels. Stephen Ever Daniels. He hand builds them to your specification. If you want your neck a little bit wider.
If you want to cut away, you can do that.
Are you yawning?
Oh, it's just getting a yawn from this morning out. See, it felt like, a breather, waking up yawn.
What's that?
I like a waking up yawn. What happens when you stay away from the guitar for a while?
Heart of Gold, after the gold rush, and you'll never guess whose guitar he wrote all those on. The last one that Hank Williams on.
Really?
A Martin with the big old Martin inlay mother of pearl that says Martin. Those things are worth right now. That particular guitar is probably worth $500,000, $500,000.
Yeah, I can't play. That's good.
And Neil wrote that shit. But I know some Neil Young that people have never heard of. They're like, "Who is that one?" No. See, I like B-sides. I always have.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, you have your faculties enough to hear a story, right? I'll make it short. Everything in my life is a story. Matt hates it. Everybody hates it. But it is. And songwriter, we feel like you have to explain. I was telling Matt, last Saturday, I played out in Lambertville, and this young girl, you know that actress Katherine Heigl? She's fucking beautiful. Has the most beautiful lips and teeth. Well, she's blonde. This girl is just like her, but with jet black natural hair. And I like blonde. I don't care what it is. And she's beautiful. She was probably 19, and she was serving me, and she said, "Do you mind me asking you something, Mr. Daniels?" I said, "You can call me Kevin. Are you seeing anybody?" I said, "Honey, I've got grandchildren over here." "No." I said, how old do you think I am?" She said, 48. I said, "No, I'm almost 58. She said, "Really?" So then, at the end of the night, she didn't say anything else to me. At the end of the night, she came up to me. She said, "You know what's a drag?" She said, "People like me that see you, the way you sing and the way you like melt and bleed, I've never heard anybody besides me say the word bleed. The way you bleed your guitar and your vocals out, there's something very sexy and effective about that." So listen what I did. I come home. I was only home 15 minutes. I started working on this song because this girl told me. Now listen to this part. This is what you have to hear. She said, you know what? All the girls here that work here tonight are like slobbering over you watching, but just like me, they all got to go back to their boyfriend. So listen to this. I'm going back to their boyfriend. So I come home, packed my fucking nose full. I'm sorry, I'm an addict. And I started writing this song. So listen to the words of the song. And Matt was blown away when I played this for him. This is cool. You have to listen to the words. Well, the love of the hunger of a woman in heat is enough to drive an older man to his feet. It's like a piece of the puzzle he's looking for. And now he's leaning towards dying, but now he's coming back. Oh, the look of the young girl when she gets you out. Boy, you can't see it coming, but there's blood in your bones, and there's powder in my pocket, but ships in my sea, and it doesn't often happen, but it happens when she goes back to the man, back to the man. She goes back to the man. Now I have to explain this other verse. It said, there's a look of the warrior in the way that you go, talking about myself. But the lead in your arrow is loose, don't you know? Because after the Indians found flint in medieval times, they started making the heads of arrows out of lead. So what I'm talking about is she's young, and it said there's a way in the warrior and the look that you go, but the lead in your arrow is loose, don't you know? So whatever you gain, you lost in the game. Now you're picking your own pockets for someone else. There may be a hand above the art of love, depending on who you're dreaming of. This is heavy right here. There's no escape when it feels like rape. But honey, who's
Yeah, see, I see what you mean. When it feels
you
like
go
rain.
back?
When it feels like rain.
So I'm telling her, stay away from me. I'm not good for you. Don't do that. But she's never heard that before.
Yeah.
You know, I wrote that as soon as I come home, drunk out of my brains, man, and doing lines, and just sat down, and it just flowed out of my hand onto the paper. It's unreal. Some songs come to you that quick, and other ones take months to finish. That's why I was saying on our walk, the ones that take months to finish, people don't care about. But the ones that I write down, like that one, in 15 minutes and it's done, they're like, God, that's so fucking incredibly deep. I'm like, I was fucking drunk out of my gourd when I wrote that, you know. So it songwriting is really a weird thing, man.
Yeah.
But do you mind if I play you one song? Am I boring you by
Not
playing
at
a
all.
song?
I liked it. That one
Okay.
was interesting.
I
That one was
learned,
interesting.
I learned this today watching my 3-year-old and 4-year-old granddaughters. They were playing with Barbies in the floor. So I bought Ivy, my going on 16, I bought her an acoustic guitar. So I always carry a black bag, I told you, with all my music books.
Yeah.
So it's a steel string. I don't prefer it, but I keep a steel string capo, a tuner in my bag, and picks. So this is called Sweet Music Man by Kenny Rogers. It's
Yeah.
a very, very old song, but once I heard it, because I keep my radio religiously on Sirius XM on Willie's Roadhouse, because it is classic country music, like Lefty Frizzell, Willie, Johnny Cash. There's none of this new shit. No Chris Stapleton. This is all like Ernest Tubb and Bill Monroe. This is the old shit that I was raised on. So listen to this song, man. This is like the story of my life. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. And I learned every one of these words today over one cup of coffee. It says, this is a woman talking to him. Said, song someone that
The cover.
got to be true. But it's the story of my life. Listen to the words. You're a hell of a singer and a powerful man, but you surround yourself with people who command so you touch my soul. Nobody sings a love song like that you do. Nobody else makes me sing along. Oh, I mean that. I heard it, even though I've heard it my whole life growing up. I heard it like for the first time, driving at like 6 a.m. this morning. I'm like, I never read thinking that. But it talks about sing your song, sweet music, or sing your song, sad music man. You make your living doing one-night stands that prove to you they don't need you. And you try to stay young with the songs you sung, but so many people have all begun to come back on you. And that's so true, man. It's so true. That is so true.
I hear you.
It's very true.
I know what you mean. I've been in that situation differently, not the same. I know what you mean.
Can I play you one more song,
Yeah.
please? Have you ever heard of the country band Shenandoah? Remember
No.
them? Well, Marty Raybon was the lead singer. He's originally a bluegrass guy. So I walked up to my oldest brother's trailer out in Milan. They used to have a bluegrass festival every year. When my parents were alive, they pulled their trailer for 7 days. I walked up to and this was after my mother was gone. And my dad, my brother Steve, that toured all over, he knew Marty Raybon as well as you and I know each other. I walked up with my guitar and I said, that's fucking Marty Raybon. He said, yes, I am.
Yeah.
I said, dude, would you play one song for me, please? He said, let me see that. He said, is that guitar in that case as old as the case? I said, it's the original case. So he took this guitar. He said, do you mind if I play it? Listen to the words of this song. Remember Alison Krauss?
Yeah.
She did a version of this, but listen to this. This is incredible. I was from Me You Away when he sang this.